Delawi, Head of Programmes at Islamic Relief Spain in Marrakesh, the city closest to the epicentre. Hello, good to have you on the programme. Are you able to get to these remote areas? They're the worst places affected, aren't they?
Hi. Well, yes, some areas that have isolated so far have been isolated for 3 days. It's still it has still some difficulties to access. We are waiting to the rescue team to remove the block on the road so that we can access. But yesterday, for example, we started our distribution after assessing the situation in some of the areas that we've been with the local partner. And once we started the distributions, we reached one of the areas that no other organization was there. So we spoke to the locals. We tried to even understand their situation. And we started, just to give you an idea, we started the distributions at 10:30 p.m. So
what kind of suffering? What kind of suffering are your teams seeing in the region?
If you see the images, you can understand that the damage is huge. We're talking about people who have lost, first of all, the human size, the psychological size of this earthquake. People have lost their families. People have seen their families dying. People have tried to save their families under the rubble, and it's been absolutely impossible for them. And we are talking about even damages of houses. We're talking about people who are still sleeping outside. They have no home to go back. If we look at ladies, they don't have even a washroom where they can go. The privacy, there's no privacy in if you live outside. So there's a huge need in terms of tents, shelter. We're talking about an area where the weather the temperature during the night are really low. So yesterday one of the ladies was telling us that when she wakes up in the morning, her clothes are wet because of the weather, because the frost. So these are some of examples that we've seen on the ground. We also need to understand that we need to find the solution to this situation, and we need to also work coordinating amongst all the organizations that are on the ground so we can avoid duplication.
Can I talk about the rescue effort for a moment? But it seems very strange, doesn't it, that rescuers from Britain and Spain and one or two other countries are being allowed there, yet Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, they've offered to help, but they haven't yet been accepted their offers of assistance. Why the gap? Why is this happening?
We as Islamic Relief are here on a mission, a clear mission, which is humanitarian. We want to support the people who have been affected by this earthquake. So we understand that there's some challenges on the ground. We are doing our best to reach some areas that have not been reached yet. The rescue team, we could see yesterday that they were doing their efforts in some of the areas in order to access the people who are in need. And also, we are trying.
I think we have lost our connection there with Hannah Delawi, but Hannah, the head of programmes at Islamic Relief Spain, telling us of the desperate need to get aid to the people who are suffering from this earthquake. Happened last Friday, didn't it? 6.8 magnitude, 2,900 people now confirmed to have died.